Hey y'all, Dennis here. I wanted to do a updated video on the Randy Leach case. We've been digging through this case. There's a lot to go through when you're looking into this one. Then it's trying to separate the stories of what possibly could have happened and what probably may have happened. There are so many, and I hesitate to use the word conspiracies on this because you never want to take anything off the counter, but some things you put on the back burner, so to speak. You never count them off. There's some things with this that seems so far out there that it's not probable. To give a rundown, Randy Leach has been missing since 1988, last seen at a graduation party outside of Linwood, Kansas. Please, if you haven't seen my Randy Leach videos yet, please go on there and watch those. It'll give a full rundown of the case. I know Adventures with Purpose have been out multiple times on this case. They've done a lot of searches. There's a lady, and I'm sorry I don't have her name off the top of my head. She's in some of the Facebook groups. She has put together a map that is pretty detailed on what's been searched, what people feel need to be searched. That has been so helpful with this. And Adventures with Purpose have searched multiple places. Other people I know have been out searching, and we plan to pick up the search as well. Right now there are 2 ponds that I am very interested in, and again, this falls back to the Facebook groups, to where people have brought these up, to where Google Earth shows what could be a vehicle in the pond. Looking into all of that, I see what these people are seeing, and I believe that very well could be vehicles. Using the measurements tool, the measurements are coming out pretty accurate to be a vehicle. But you can't take what you see on Google Earth underwater and just run with it that that's a vehicle. It could be brush, it could be debris, it could be the angle, the lighting. There's a lot of different things to come into play. But I believe both of those ponds need to be looked at. We will be working to try to get permission from the landowners to do a search on those ponds. Digging further into the case, I'm finding reports that somebody at one point told Harold, which is Randy's dad. Unfortunately, Harold passed away not long ago, but I have seen reports to where he has been told that the vehicle was pushed off into the Kansas River, and it has an approximate location on it. And this stretch of the Kansas River I have fished before, so I know it is definitely deep enough to hold a vehicle. There is some more information with these reports I won't get into at this point in time, but I do have an area of the Kansas River narrowed down that definitely needs searched. And again, when you're searching a pond, even land searches, you're searching a property. If you don't find something, again, it's not a total loss because you're able to clear that property. Know that property's been searched, it's been cleared, and you move on and build from there. But these two ponds in this stretch of the Kansas River, that they're holding my interest very high. I can't guarantee we're gonna find something there, but I can't get away from those. So they definitely need to be searched. And again, I've got my notes here. I keep looking down. But I want to say again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. Like the video. Share the video. Help us get the word out on these cases. It not only helps shed light on the cases, could possibly bring in new leads, but that helps build our numbers up on YouTube, which opens up a variety of things for us, and honestly, to make it easier on us to be getting you this information. So please subscribe, like the video, share it, and let's see if we can get those numbers up. And I'm trying to stay away from names and stuff coming out of these reports. I've seen where some things that have been reported to law enforcement is just, it's some of that stuff that is so far out there that it goes to the back burner with the hopes of maybe that might link into something at a later date. This case is the one I have been, I'm looking into all three cases we're working on right now, pretty heavy, but this one has really got me. Watching Adventures with Purpose, seeing Harold and Alberta, Randy's parents on there, our hearts are going out to them. We feel for them, but we want to help. We felt this is the case that got us involved in doing this to start with, and we just feel we have to help, and this is the best way that we know how. I'm an avid outdoorsman. Megan, my fiance, she's an avid outdoors lady, and this is a way that we could put our skills to a good use to help others. And again, I've done a video making a point that it's known we never charge any families we try to help. This is just 100% volunteer effort. We're not going to send them a bill. We're not going to tell them, if you pay this or that, then we're going to, nothing like that. Absolutely no charge to the families. We will not even take a donation from a family we're helping, because that money can be better spent than on us coming to help when we're going to come help anyway. If anybody else wants to donate, absolutely. There's a link to our website down here in the descriptions. You can go to our donation page and donate. You can let us know how you want that donation used, and we will get back with you personally to show you how that donation was used. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've got 22 areas here that I know Adventures with Purpose has already searched and cleared. There's one of those areas that I want to go back over, Gardner Lake. They did rule it out by looking at it because of all the fishing boats in the area and people actively fishing the lake. Something that I'm finding is just because a fisherman was to see a vehicle, they don't always report that. Another thing I'm finding is fishermen don't run their sonar units the minute they leave the boat dock. And a lot of times, they don't even come back around and fish around the dock. Many do, but most don't. So if there's an access point to the water around that area that's getting a lot of traffic, a lot of times that's not getting a whole lot of sonar attention. So I do want to also check Gardner Lake, run sonar on it just to clear it 100%. I fully trust Adventures with Purpose. When they go on and clear an area, I believe they do a thorough job. So please don't take this as a slam or that I feel they didn't do enough. If Jared felt that was clear, you know, I believe him. But this one, you know, there is still some variables in that one that I do still want to go ahead and check Gardner Lake just so it could 100% be written off as cleared. Not meaning I think I will find anything. I honestly don't think I will find something in Gardner Lake, but it's enough that it does warrant a search. And I'm going to expand out a little bit. Leavenworth State Lake outside of Tonganoxie. That's not real far from Linwood. And I fish that lake. I hunt around that area. So I do want to search that. There's not a whole lot of access points, just one side. And maybe the dam in an area right in there. With sonar, it shouldn't take 45, well, around that corner, probably take about an hour and a half, 2 hours tops to have that cleared. I know it was drained, not completely, it was lowered because they done some dam work and the water levels was down significantly, but not to the point that I believe it would have uncovered a vehicle after it would have went in and settled. So that is another area that I do want to sonar and clear. And being out there fishing, I can tell you boats don't come down through that area sonaring. Very rare. They're going out away from everyone. This is the area you get most of the foot traffic. People pulling in. There's the gravel drive, then there's gravel points. People set on to fish. So the boats usually don't come down through there. So I don't believe that's had a lot of sonar done on it. So we'll be doing that just to clear that area. We're looking at a couple more areas to search, and again we're still waiting to get our sonar unit, and once we've got that we will hit the ground running on these searches. Another thing I want to mention, I'm in several Facebook groups related to Randy and even some other cases. I know people mean well, but I want to say we're not going to accomplish anything if we're arguing amongst ourselves on what happened. Our whole view on this shouldn't be what happened and who done it. It should be, where's this person? How can we get them back home? And arguing amongst ourselves does more damage than anything. And I haven't had anybody arguing with me. It's just conversations I've seen in groups. And I respect what they're doing. Everybody's wanting to find answers. Everybody's wanting to help the family and have the right mindset with that. But we need to be conscious of the fact that family members are going to see this. And you don't want to be arguing and trying to prove your point that somebody done this and cause more pain to the families. Do those conversations need to happen? Yes, they do. But there's a time and a place for it. And I've been able to learn a lot from people in these groups that are doing the same thing. They're digging through this, they're trying to find answers. And it has been very helpful. But we just need to be mindful that a lot of this information and stuff that we're putting on YouTube, we're putting into Facebook groups and pages, that family members do see this stuff and they've been through enough pain without any of us causing them more pain. So let's all be conscious of that. We got some of the places that I felt I needed to check. Adventures with Purpose is already checked, and they have sonared and have been able to clear. Again, going back to the map, and I'm sorry I don't have your name, that you put together that shows all the spots that's been checked. So helpful, absolutely helpful. It's just it's a big team effort, and that's how we're going to get answers, is a team effort. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up for now. If you have any information, any tips, any ideas, suggestions, please go to our website. It's down here in the description. Go to the Muddy Water Search and Recovery contact page and send that to me. I would love to hear your ideas, your input, your suggestions. For sure, any tips you may have. I've done the 3 cases I'm working on at the moment. Was the Randy Leach, the Star Boomer, and the Karina McClurkin. I just done a video updating on the Star Boomer case. I believe it was yesterday. And here in the next day or two, I will be doing an updated video on Karina McClurkin out of Kokomo, Indiana. Sad deal. I believe she was 18 years old. Randy was around 18, I believe he was. He's just graduating. Very sad stories. You know, whole life ahead of you. But we'll be doing an updated video on this in the next day or two and getting that released. If you have a missing loved one, or you know of the case in your area that you would like us to take a look at, again, go to our website, go to the Muddy Water Search and Recovery page on there. Send us the information on that. Send us what you can. We'll go over that. We'll get a hold of you and discuss what we can do with this. Our goal is to try to help as many people as we can, even if it's just clearing a spot. So you know this spot's been 100% cleared. You know, we want to do what we can to help people find the answers, help these families find answers, find resolution, to hopefully someday be able to find closure, bring those loved ones home. So for now, that's going to do it. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, share our videos, and let's get these numbers up, because that will help us be able to do more. I had somebody mentioning how once you hit certain numbers on YouTube, you can monetize the channel. And we do plan to do that once we hit the numbers, but 100% of any money that comes in from the channel is going to go straight into helping us try to solve some of these cases. So, till next time, y'all take care, be safe, and let's bring some family members home.